black people food, and I can't call it Southern anymore because we're in the Midwest, but it's the same everywhere. You know, meat in your vegetables.
Right. Yeah.
Very like, I really don't, you just have to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. If you've ever had that type of food,
I live in Chicago, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Then you know. And like, I was sitting there. I don't particularly like that kind of food. I used to eat it a lot when I was a kid, but having tried food from pretty much everywhere on the planet, my palate has changed, and I don't necessarily like that type of food anymore.
Right.
I think it's overseasoned. I think it's like the quality of cooking just isn't that great. That's a dumbass complaint to have. It's just, but you know, I typically prefer my own cooking.
Right.
It's just like my mom's, but yeah. So I had that there, and that was cool. And I ate because I was invited, and I wanted to eat. I wasn't particularly enjoying it. It's not that it was bad. It's just not the type of food I like to eat. But I'm not picky. I eat food. Right. Whatever I'm given, I'll eat it. Understand that about me. I'm not going to throw food
away. You do realize your taste palate's changed. Like, I think every 25 years. I'm not sure, but like.
Yeah, so mine's definitely changed. But no, I'm there and I'm listening to everyone talk, and I'm just bothered in that space. Full of people who look like me, but I'm hearing these conversations, and I'm just really like, I'm really annoyed, and I'm really like, I'm just bothered that all of the interaction is going on. I'm not going to talk about people's personal business, but there's just certain things going on in there. And I was sitting here like, I don't want to be in this room anymore. It's like, I'm ready to go. It's like, I thought to myself, like, I'm not like y'all. And that was like, whoa, Bryce, like, what's that? That sounds so, look at you on your high horse.
Yeah.
Acting like you're better than everybody. Right. And I was just like, I didn't even know I had that part in me. But that made me go like, who am I?
There's a lot I figured out that came here that I finally was able to like realize, explore too.
Yeah.
I didn't really explore that much, but like, cause I just didn't know what was acceptable to me.
Yeah.
Back in Beijing. But, there's a lot I explored. I didn't know I had a fucking ego.
Yeah.
Bro, I got here, I have a fucking
mine is
ego.
So big, and I'm like, I need to fix that. Cause mine is way bigger than I thought it was. I'm like, what am I doing thinking I'm better than people? I'm like, what is wrong with me?
After I figured that out, I was just like, you know what? People still know that I have an ego, but like, I've turned it down a bit. Like, the ego part is just part of my personality. It's part of my charm.
Yeah.
But it's not something that would, like, people would fucking hate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think I'm very picky about how my personality is. You know what's the thing, though? I think, what's it called? Personality for me was a big, I don't know if you noticed, but like my personality in high school was completely different from what it is now.
Oh, you mellowed out a lot.
I know. I smile a lot more now. There's a lot of change, cause in high school I felt like the personality I had was the personality that was acceptable for everybody, you know? And I was like, you know what's, Jim Carrey is a very smart man with words. He brought up a lot of stuff. I saw this video of him. He was like, I have multiple different types of personality. He's like, I have different personalities that play along. Like, he's more down to earth now, but like, he's like, when I started and got all that fame, that's a different me. I created that myself so that I was accepted by everybody, you know? And so it was the same thing with me in high school. I had to create this personality that was very acceptable to everybody. So I'm able to like stay with this group of people and like that. So it was a very fake thing I did, but it was the only way that I knew what to do with myself. And then right now I was just like, nah, I can't do that anymore. It's exhausting and like it's not good for my mental health. So I was just like, you know what, I gotta find out what my true self is, because I lost that a long time ago, you know, and now it's just sort of what I grew up with back in high school mixed with what it's like from what my personality like was in childhood. So yeah, you know, I'm still scary, but I smile a lot more. I smile a lot more now, you know, and like, bro, I simp now too. Like, Jesus, you know, I learned to simp now. It's just, yeah, no. And then I had, you know, I found it like troubling when it came to like expressing my own feelings. Like if people opened up their feelings to me, I had trouble expressing that back. I'm still picking up on that, but I've learned better. You know, like I thought it was a really weird feeling at first, but now it's like this really weird good feeling. Yeah. Like I got a text the other day from my friend group chat that said like, hey, I miss your cooking. When I come back to Chicago, you're gonna cook for us. Mm-hmm. I was filled with joy, but like it's this weird joy. I was like, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this. People actually support having my back. I'm used to having everybody else's back, but having someone behind my back, and now like I found out I have like multiple people that have my back that I've helped, and I'm just like, wow, this is such a different feeling.
Yeah, like, you know, it's crazy. Finally, it's crazy how you can convince yourself that you don't have people who support you, or that you don't have friends or good relationships. And how easy it is to convince yourself of that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I definitely like literally for the early part of my second semester, I remember seeing a counselor. I so easily convinced myself that I had like no one, and I'm. It's so funny because the rational side of me, like I talk to myself in my head. Mm-hmm. It will go, "You're an idiot."
Yeah.
Of course you do. And then we'll start listing off all the people.
Right.
And I'll go, "Oh yeah, no, you're right." And I'll go, but it still
feels like I have to remind myself from time to time that there are people that support me.
It's just like, once you get past having, essentially you lie to yourself. But once you tell yourself the truth, or at least for me, it's like okay, how do I acknowledge that? Okay, I know what am I supposed to do now? Like, okay, these people support me. This is great. Where do I like? It feels great. What do I do? What the heck is?
I had to like. I knew. The thing is, I am so stubborn. I know all my problems I had in the past, and I was just like, I just didn't want to change. But now I'm just like, there's this biggest problem. I have hit over. Like I was so close. I wasn't open about anything because I think people. Like I hated people that were too open. Like people don't even know this, and I still think that there's still some people that are way too open about stuff, like stuff you don't need it. Mm-hmm. Just we don't need to know. Like, just we don't need to know. It's not something that I need to know. But like I was just way too closed in, And I found out like I started opening up to people a lot more, and that has grown closer. I've grown closer to a lot of people, and like I legitimately have like really good people around me and like really close friends around me because of that. And I found out like, I gotta do that a lot more.
Yeah, man. Progress.
What's it called? What's crazy though? I started all this. It took a long time. It just doesn't happen overnight. But I made bigger steps this year, and it's all because most of it I will blame most of it because of the two roommates I had. I've grown so close with those two guys, and I count them as like really close friends, like best friends at this point. It's not just because we live together, but like I care about these guys, Well, I don't live with those guys anymore, because one of them got kicked out of the dorm.
Nice.
And the other with other stuff. He was very open about whatever, but I don't think I should tell him.
Oh no, no, the world does not need to know about what's
going on. Exactly, the world doesn't need to know. But when, the one that got kicked out, he, as all 20-year-olds do, they're just being stupid.
Right.
They do stupid things. In 20, you do stupid things.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he did some of these. So our dorm, our COVID laws of dorms don't allow guests, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, people sneak people in.
Of course, as you do.
Yeah, I snuck a lot of people in.
Yeah.
I just didn't get caught. Now he snuck people in, right?
Yeah.
But these people asked him to, like they were very pushy. And he's very nice. This guy is very, very nice. So obviously accepted. But these guys, the people that he snuck in aren't that very clever.
Yeah.
When it comes to when I sneak someone in, I tell them everything. I'm like, you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm very specific about what they can't do. So none of us get in trouble and nothing happens. I'm very specific. I'm very thorough with this. And then, well, they weren't. So then they got caught. It was a whole long thing, but they got caught. And then when he found out, like, he's getting kicked out, like, he might get kicked out, I was just like, bro, fuck this is stupid. He was very, like, he was, like, very nervous about getting kicked out. Like, he was so scared. And I was just like, bro, I was trying to calm him down. And because I didn't want to see him like this.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I was trying to calm him down. I was like, bro, you're stupid. You know? They get
trying to calm him down.
Yeah,
you're an idiot, bro.
No, not you're stupid. I did call him an idiot when I first found out. Like, you got caught. Like, that was stupid of you.
Yeah.
Like, like the thing is, I would borrow his keys to sneak someone else in, but I would immediately tell them exactly what I'm going to do if I get caught. I'm like, if I get caught with your keys, right? Yeah. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be like, I stole those keys off you. Your name would never even be involved. You didn't give it to me. I stole it off you. If I get in trouble, it's my fault. Yeah. You didn't do nothing. Yeah. Okay? And then I was very specific. Well, he wasn't really specific with those people he snuck in. So that's why. But, like, I was just like, you're being stupid. But, like, also, you're not going to get kicked out. Well, he did. You're not getting kicked out because you're straight-laced. Motherfucker he has a clean record on his, like, dorm stuff. Yeah. I have one warning. Boy has a clean record, and he got kicked out. And I was like, fucking bullshit. Yeah. And then my other friend had another thing, and I was really, really worried about him. Like, that whole week, I was having midterms too. It was right after I released my first culinary video. Oh, yeah. Everything just went to shits. Like, I was so psyched for him to come back. It was just going back for a wedding, but, like, stuff happened. Yeah. And then I was just like, I was so psyched for him coming back. It was the same time they released the Zack Snyder cut. I was like, I was going to watch it with him. Me and him are the biggest nerds in the world. Yeah. Like, we talk about comic book stuff all the time. And then, like, the stuff happened, and I couldn't see him. And then, knowing myself, like, I'll be living in this dorm for, like, 2 months, all by myself. A lot of people, like, my parents my mom found out that I was going to be living 2 months. Now, the thing is, I know I don't do well living by myself. For my mental state, I don't do well. And my mom knew that too. She actually told me about it. And then, so she was checking up on me, but, like, with the things that changed, I was more open with everybody. Like, I was actually doing better than I ever thought I would live by myself. Like, my mental state is, the only thing that really brought it down was, like, what happened to my, one of the roommates. But, like, other than that, like, I was all good. So, yeah, like, I didn't realize that 2 guys would be the ones that softened me up. Well, I thought it was going to be some girl. You know, I've been making friends with girls for so long, and then it was these 2 guys this year that just brought me to, like, soften up, and I've become a fucking teddy bear.
Bro, your homies will always.
I know. I didn't realize. I'm just like, all right, well, I guess I gotta make more guy friends.
Dudes always think
I gotta fix up the ratio.
Always be your homie.
You know what's funny? They have on Instagram, they have the rate, like, if you go on the settings, it's like the ratio of female and male. And my female and male are insane.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It was like I think it was 60-40 or 70-30. I was just like, bro, I need to change that down. I can't be like this. I'm like, I need to find more good. I think, because my account's business. I think that's why it tells. You can just change it, but like,
I did that. I don't like a business Instagram.
I know. I don't like it either. I don't know what's the point of it.
People think their lives are bigger than they are. Make business accounts. Okay, I know that's a diss to anyone who has a business account. I mean, some people are I won't say